At a Joyful Mind Studio, we believe therapy isn't only for times of crisis, but it's essential for everyone. We begin with therapy because life has layers. Emotions are complex, and healing shouldn't be reserved for our moments of breakdown. But we don't stop there because mental health shouldn't exist as an isolation. It's influenced by how we eat, how we move, rest, and connect with others. That's why we've reimagined the model. At a Joyful Mind Studio, therapy is the cornerstone and whole person well-being is our mission. Here, licensed therapists work alongside a collaborative trauma-informed team to offer more than just therapy. Clients have access to yoga for emotional regulation, resilience groups to foster connection and social healing, nutrition guidance to support the brain and body, and exercise coaching to build strength, confidence, and vitality. Our integrated approach breaks down the silos so clients feel fully supported. Whether someone's processing anxiety, grief, burnout, or simply moving through life's transitions, they'll find care that meets them where they are and helps them to move forward on their journey. We're launching with a hybrid model, offering both a welcoming studio space and virtual access in order to meet the needs of today's world. Our vision is to make mental health care as approachable and routine as going to a yoga class or to your local gym. At a Joyful Mind Studio, therapy isn't a last resort. It's the first step toward living fully and toward thriving. So that's my pitch for this week. Again, little small tweaks that are happening, but I feel really comfortable on that therapy forward piece. So thank you for the feedback about that. And I feel like I got a little bit back on track last week. So I'm super excited. This week, I really focused on the two core areas, the revenue model being refined a little bit and helping with that partnership piece and what partnership's going to look like. So one of the pieces on our revenue when I spoke to other people was really creating these bundles and kind of a tier system. So I haven't worked out all of the details because it's a lot of little pieces and who can pay for what and how does that payment work. But I have talked to a couple of insurance groups, and there is a possibility of some integration into the well-being plans that they have, along with being able to bill therapy directly to give our clients kind of that boost in wanting to be there, right? So their money goes a lot farther, and we're utilizing services that they already have available to them. But basically, I was looking at a three-tier system. So the bottom tier, the essential tier, would just kind of offer that entry level, like, let's explore therapy. So this would be where we talked last week about that Thriving Thursday. So this would be kind of that idea taken to the payment level now. So you do your one free class, and now we're coming into that payment piece where we're really talking about group sessions. So group therapy sessions and group like yoga classes or group coaching. So again, kind of building that community at this tier level. So there's a community support integrated with getting used to therapy, getting used to being around other people and in those environments. The enhanced tier, of course, will build on that, but we're also bringing forth, again, having individual sessions now and really looking at more of the overall wellness coaching. So what those pieces look like as we build upon that group therapy. And then the premium tier would really look at having weekly therapy available and multiple classes as an option, along with the coaching and the group sessions. So each tier is a little bit different in value, but we're going to try to stay right around that $150 piece for a monthly membership. And again, kind of that pick your own journey kind of idea, where people are able to select at that 150, select certain services. So working through that piece, trying to be really make it clear to people. And I know I'm not making it very clear right now because again, we're trying to integrate a lot of different parts. But trying to put that pricing in that 150 range and then looking at those tiers so that people understand what they're getting for the price, what they have access to, and what that access is going to do for them. So kind of the beginner, the moderate, and the advanced versions of therapy. And then the other piece that I really looked at was partners. So I split my partners out, and this is kind of seen in my business plan that you'll see posted, and I am still handwriting mine because that's my best way to kind of mentally do my notes. But you'll see that I started to identify internal and external ones. So internal partners are really going to be those clinicians, coaches, instructors who are delivering the services and how I partner with them, what their payment scales look like, trying to work out those pieces with the partners. But one of my pieces here that I'm struggling with is I cannot be in control of all of that. I am not a nutritionalist. I am not a yoga instructor. I am not a sporting coach, and having to trust others to really buy into this image and buy into this idea. It's not hard on the forefront of selling it, but what that's going to look like in practice still makes me a little bit nervous. So being able to really vet those types of partners. And then the other pieces are external partners or our referral partners. And what I'm looking at here is really like using local medical groups and using businesses. So I talked with both components, and it seems like they're interested. So there's definitely that interest there. But one of the questions is, how do we show this value? How do we make sure that, because it's not reimbursable or recognized by all insurances, how do we show that it's a value to our clients, for those people to make this referral to here or to utilize our business services or our workshops? So working through that piece as far as with our external clients. It came through very clearly that our actual consumers, there's definitely that need, but being able to articulate both the social and financial value is that next steps piece. So my next steps that I have for myself are solidifying the internal team through looking at shared values and clear onboarding, and then continuing to build trust with external partners. And I want to do this really through those pilots, community events, and educational outreach. So again, looking at that pop-up kind of piece where we can even do the pop-ups not only in the community, but pop-ups inside of the businesses. So that's my spiel for this week. Thank you guys so much for all of your feedback in the prior weeks, and I look forward to your feedback this week. Have a great one.